Welcome, race fans. Tonight, the Relentless Racing Truck Series is taking it to the cornfields up north in Richmond, as we are going to have 75 laps of door-to-door short track temper racing going on tonight. Not sure if Matt's going to be able to make it down here with us tonight, but you stuck with me again. Hopefully we will see a pretty good race going here at Short Track. We do expect tippers to be flaring. The guys have already had chit chats and they've been told to control those comms, control those emotions. It's short track racing. Well, we've got about 6 minutes to practice, and it looks like Isaac Wilson right now has got the pole, but Johnny Berg and let's see, Mike DeWalt both are right there on his heels, and Berg was just able to just take it away from him. See right there is that Nesquik. It's got a little bit of jumping going on. I'm not sure if Matt's going to make it down here with us like he did last week, but you never know. There ain't no telling which admin may drop in. But after last night, man, that race last night was just wild. And if you missed it, make sure you go back, check out the Twitch, watch the VOD replay of it. That was one for it. I'm going to see some of our up-and-coming drivers here in the Relentless Racing as they're cutting their teeth in the truck series. We're seeing smoke off somebody right now. It's either smoke or they can't stay up off the wall. That's a little battle right here. It looks like they may just want to try it 3 ways, and we're still in the practice and they're racing this hard, so we can just imagine how the race tonight's going to be. Well, we've got about 4 minutes left in practice. We're going to do a couple little shout outs to our sponsors. It's going to be a Whiplash, SimCams, Martin Sports, and Cutscene.
For me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade.
You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.
We're saying Johnny is still holding it up in practice. Few names you see on the list will not be in the race. A few will be admitting, and a few others watching. Wave around the track, seeing who's doing what. See that little QR code down there? That is thank you to Tony and the admins and the Relentless Racing League for making that QR code. It is going towards the lodging for my wife and son here next week as they are leaving on Saturday. It looks like the admins have disappeared out of Discord. Know where they're hiding. Alone, got 2, 3 Canadians, and let's not forget Leandro Bonini is back. Hopefully we'll get to see him put some laps in tonight. Tom Torrey, as we catch him barely missing that wreck on the back. It's going to involve AJ. We did not have a cam package tonight, so I kind of tweaked around and kind of worked on my own. So if they suck, they let me know. If they're decent, let me know. We'll fix it one way or another. It's about going to wrap up practice. We're going to see who can put the laps down and actually lead these 75 laps, or at least start on front. It ain't about where you start, it's where you finish at. We have seen finishing ain't always some people's partay. Looks like right now, first one out on the track, we've got William Bosworth. See if we can get a ride along with him. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like it may be group qualifying. This is going to be interesting, need to say. Lone qualifying is not in. Seeing that in battle. I wouldn't really say it's a battle, more of a, you could actually work together on this. Jump up on your qualifying. Not much of a draft track, but get a little bit of it. Ooh, you see Joe Roberts spinning around on his qualifying lap. Luckily, he's sitting in P2 right now. Road is tied right there. Parks. He DC'd out. They were going to be riding with Jeremy Beal. We're seeing right there with 99 of Thomas Torrey. Got D Watts on the inside trying to get a qualifying lap in. This is really going to shake things up. You actually could jeopardize somebody's qualifying time. Give me Medford. Medford, who had that bad run last week, going to see if he can maybe turn it around tonight. Another one who had an unfortunate series of events was Josh Van Westy. Let's see how this is going to play. 75 laps. Tempers will flare. Last week was a surprisingly clean race. Very few cautions. I do not think it's going to be the same tonight. This is more of a tire management track. We'll try not to be impartial at 18. That's got a pretty good logo on it. Qualifying is going to wrap up, so where you're at is where you're going to start at. All right, well, with the gridding up, we're going to take a moment for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We have got them loading in, gridding up. A surprise, surprise. We have got no other than Team Exiled Esports owner Bobby Rafferty joining us tonight up in the booth. Bobby, What's going to be your take on it tonight at Iowa? I know this is not one of your particularly favorite tracks.
I don't mind Richmond actually. It's actually a pretty decent track. It's just a matter of, people need to when I ran some laps earlier, uh people definitely are going to have to show quite a bit of patience tonight. Um Not a lot of side bite, not a lot of grip in the front end, and the right rear is going to take a beating. We're looking at a track temp right now of 123 degrees, so it's definitely slick out there, and tire conservation is going to be key tonight.
Yeah, that's something you always preach is patience and tire management. And I'm pretty sure you gave Johnny the good rundown about the tire managements for tonight.
No, absolutely, but Johnny's very, very, very good at what he does. I don't need to do a lot of coaching with him, thankfully. He kind of just goes out there and does what he does, so it makes my life as a team owner very, very easy. But it's going to be interesting. It looks like we got a really tight field here. The top five are within a tenth, and we've got pretty much the top. Let's see here. The top 12 are separated by 2/10 of a second. So it's going to be a battle here, but like you said, I always preach this. Well, the reason being, you got to be there at the end to have a shot at it. If you're not there at the end, no point.
It's going to be 75 laps of door to door short track racing, and we're pretty sure tempers are going to flare. So
Oh, without a doubt. I remember the last time I ran here, I was not too happy and made a pretty decent charge back through the field with a very broken car. So that's the one advantage to this place is if you do get in a little bit of an issue, you can still come back. But green flag's out.
and Mepperding, you want to get off to the jump he wanted, but Parks, they're going to be side by side. Looks like a little bit of a chokehold back around P7 and 8. That high side did not want to go.
He's going around in the back.
There it
Let's see who
is.
that was.
It'll be Corey Wakefield, Sam Gordon. Looks like they both able to get it under control. Don't see much damage.
Yeah, it looks like 3 wide going into turn one, and two guys going for the same piece of real estate. In my opinion, a little bit too early for that, but hopefully they got it out of their system, and everybody move on here.
Yeah, luckily there wasn't more than just them two, and pretty good track awareness by everybody behind them being so closed of a track. And I think the only one that took really much of anything from it was going to be where'd he go? Yeah, Corey Wakefield. I think he got the brute force right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, this new crop of drivers has come into the Truck Series and the ARCA Series this season has been pretty exceptional. I've got a lot of really, really good drivers this time around. The only rough race we've seen so far was the Truck Series opening night at Michigan, but since then, it's been some really, really good racing in both series.
Yeah, especially that Michigan. That was it usually takes about 5 or so races for everybody to kind of get used to each other, and I think Michigan everybody got it all out of their system because last week was phenomenal of a race. So
Absolutely. Johnny, I think, is still waiting to get his foot surgically removed from his rear end because he's been kicking himself since last week, pulling in the pits. He pulled a little bit of a Mark Martin. But like I told him, no big deal, no harm, no foul. It's the reason we got drop weeks.
yeah, and sometimes it's time to use it, and not. And Jeff been 22, man. Appreciate that follow. Yeah, this many cars on the track. Or as many trucks on the track. Well, we've got a field of what, about 28 here at Richmond.
Yep. Hopefully they can follow suit from the incredible race we saw last night in the Xfinity Series on a complete opposite side of the country in Vegas. So, but that was a phenomenal race as well. We had a absolute boatload of cars there last night as well.
Yeah, these fields are filling up easily 25 plus series. So Relentless is getting on up there. People want to come in and try to showcase what they got.
No, absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
And
no.
on,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say nobody really made a heavy move from where they started. Lane one looked like it was Shane O'Neill. Snuck up 7 spots.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of time to make your moves. If it was me personally, I would kind of settle in the first couple laps and try to feel out where everybody's at. And again, we always say it, you say I always preach it, but it's the truth. I would kind of settle in, try to conserve a little bit of a right front so I can get the car to turn in, conserve the right rear so I can drive off the corner and let the guys come back to me.
Let
Wouldn't try to
them,
push it too hard.
let them burn those tires up.
Well, looks like we're going back green here.
Oh, we got 2 in the books before it. Effort got off to a pretty decent jump that time.
And we got another one around in the back. Looked like just a big checkup.
It's gonna involve about 3 or so. It's like Matt Laville, Sam Gordon, and Michael Pimperi.
Yeah, poor Matt didn't see the checkup in time and really had at that point no place to go. Tried to hit the guy as square as he could, but it still sent him around. We'll give Matt a slap on the wrist after the race. We're gonna bring him over to the hauler.
Yeah, Wu Tang ain't with that. He's definitely yeah, he just went onto the pits himself.
Yeah, he actually came over the radio and went, "My bad. That was me. I'm just gonna park it."
Well, at least he didn't run anybody into the water barrels, so and that was involved in that. Yeah, so I think Matt needs to be doing some apologizing. We may need to get him in here and do a little bit of karaoke.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot better at the commentary thing than I am, I'll tell you that much.
Never sell yourself short there, Bobby. It's always good to have your vehicle expertise in here. It makes up for my end.
Nah, I appreciate it, man, and I do enjoy it when I get the chance to come up here with you guys.
Well, 10 in, 2 cautions already. I think this might be a pace car dominated track at this rate.
I'm hoping not. Hopefully these guys will heed what Tony just said about, let's try to get some green flag runs in here. Hopefully we can see some good race, and I think if we can get about 5-6 laps under our belt, and because the tires are going to wear off that quickly, you'll see guys start getting spread out a little bit, and we'll get some decent racing in. Just got to get there first.
Yep, gotta get those tires warmed up, and patience calmed down. But a lot of them, I don't think, run Iowa too much, as it's not a track you see on too many schedules. So maybe adapting issues with a lot of them.
Yeah, this place is definitely it's definitely an interesting track.
Well, Ice Bucket, appreciate that follow too. Yeah, at Richmond. I was thinking of Iowa for some reason. I think the Cup's there, or somebody's there this week.
I don't think anyone is there this week. Let me check the schedule, but I know Cup is going to Iowa, and I'm actually looking forward to that race. Last time I ran Iowa was the championship race in ARCA 2 seasons ago, and we ran pretty decent there, and it put on a really, really good show. Trucks does not look like they go to Iowa. I think it's just going to be Xfinity and Cup, and we will be there. Let's see. We will be there in another 2 weeks. The 11th of October is Green Flag comes back out.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, William did not give Brandon any slack. He kept his rear end, he kept it together right there, right on him.
Absolutely. Well, we made it through turn 1 and 2, so this is progress. This is good progress. Got a big dive back there for about
4
5th place,
wide. Oh,
pretty
there it
wide.
is.
Oh, one on the fence.
It looked like Isaac. Looks like somebody got took 3 wide and saw Isaac involved in that one.
Yeah, these guys got to calm down a little bit here.
See, Isaac and Joe. Oh Lord.
We ain't never gonna hear the end of that one, huh?
4 wide. If I'm looking at that, yeah, that looks to be a little 4 wide there.
Yeah, and that was actually what, in my opinion, what started that was not even Joe diving in low. It was, let's see here. This is me being a rookie at broadcasting here and finding out what's what. But I want to say Jeremy was a little bit antsy on Isaac's rear bumper there. He gave him a couple shots mid corner and then stuck his nose in, and Isaac really nothing Isaac could do there. Isaac was trying to give the guys on the bottom some room, and Jeremy was just a little bit trigger happy there on trying to get to the front.
Yeah. Yeah, he got about 3 of them right there, and it don't look like any of them was damaged too much on it. But that's, and good thing is too much damage. That ain't gonna hurt the vehicle too bad here, as it's not really draft dependent. But it
Exactly.
might help it turn just a little bit.
As long as you've got, you don't have any motor damage or radiator damage, and the toe isn't knocked out too far, you could usually manhandle the car around this track. Like I said, Xfinity season or Xfinity series last season, say that 10 times fast. My stuff was pretty well injunked, and we were able to come from the back to, I think we ended up fighting our way back to a top 5. So it's definitely possible. This is definitely one of those tracks where you could knock the fenders off of it and still come out of here with a good finish.
Got another indication of something between Isaac and Michael. Not 100% sure what happened there.
Are they being friends back
I
there?
think they're making up.
All right, that's good to hear. Christmas cards for everybody.
But it's still a long race.
Absolutely, but we've already got 18 in the books out of 75. This is definitely gonna be interesting too on fuel, and we keep getting cautions like this. Could somebody try to stretch it the entire way? But
Okay.
looks like we'll be coming to 1 to go, I would have to assume, this time. Light's still on the pace car.
Now, can they actually stretch it out right now with one stop where we're at?
It would be close. It definitely would be close, but with tire fall off, I don't, if we do get that green flag run, I don't think that that would be the right move. But let's be honest, myself and Zach made a horrible call last night in the Xfinity series, and you know, none of our drivers were very happy, and I don't blame them because we had all of our guys in the top 15 and just got caught on pit road with a bad caution. So I'm not the strategy guy. I'm just the go fast guy apparently, because I still cannot figure this strategy stuff out for the life of me. I gotta start paying somebody.
I've heard that before.
I ain't never had strategy work out for me yet, Jeremy. Pace car is off, and we're back to a green flag. Ooh, about 4 rows back. Somebody spun the tires back there, stacked everybody up. We're 3 wide, a little bit further back from that. And, whoa, is he going to save it? No, another wreck.
That's what I'm looking for. But yes, really, I did turn on slow-mo because I'm trying to fix a few things. It's not working out in my favor.
A little birdie is telling me I think we might have a Matt sighting in the broadcast booth. I think I saw him running through the pits to head over here.
Well, after he ran through the field, we may not have too many other places to run.
And there he is. What's up,
Hey,
Mr. Matt?
hey, how's it going?
Well,
So,
don't wreck us. We're
I
good up here.
poor Matt. Well,
the,
I'm
the
gonna.
worst part is that's my driver I wrecked. Ben Perry, he's the north-south driver.
Ooh, that's rough,
Wow.
team owner. You ain't supposed to wreck your own guys.
I know. I went back and looked at it. I mean, I'm taking the fault, but there was a big checkup in front of him.
Yeah, there
Like it came
was.
quick.
So I am gonna actually go next door over to race control with the guys. And Jeremy, thank you for having me for a little bit. I appreciate it as always. And you guys have a good broadcast.
All right, Bobby, have fun. This looks like it's gonna be a spicy one.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be spicy, and there may be some come to Jesus meetings after. We shall see. So, y'all have a good broadcast.
Well, you come on up here after you take care of everything out there. So,
Yeah, I parked it a little early. I didn't want to get into anybody else. I didn't know what happened at the time, and I just decided to park it. So this does not look like it's gonna get some good green flag runs right now. So that's kind of what I was looking forward to. So I figured I'd give you some company up here.
yeah, well, I appreciate it. I mean, it's going to be, like Coach said out there, it seems to be a little repeat of last night almost. You had some ex north-south taking it out. Now it's current north-south. So, is there something brewing in the north-south camp we don't know about?
I don't know. Well, I guess we can further the experiment tomorrow night at Vegas.
Well, right now, I do believe the pace car is leading the most laps.
That checks out.
Stanley out there, TMJ and Leandro. I'm gonna tell you what, Parks and Mefford.
Oh, look, I think that's the best start yet. Oh, here we go. 3 wide into 1. 4 wide. Oh.
It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, it is. They're getting a stern talking to right now from Bobby.
We can see what happened again. Get a little bit closer on this one. Oh, 4 wide.
Yeah,
Squeeze right there.
I don't know that Isaac was trying to send it 4 wide. I think that may have been a misjudgment in braking points between the two drivers. I don't know. I've raced with Isaac enough. I don't think he'd send that 4 wide. He races smarter than that.
Well, it only had 4 involved in it, and your teammate Michael involved in it again.
Oh man, he can't catch a break, can he?
You got to be feeling pretty bad about yourself when your team owner wrecks you too. It makes you really think what team to be on.
Man, you're not gonna let that go, are you? You gonna ride that bus all night, ain't you?
I may find a water barrel to ride too while I'm at it. From what, 6 months ago?
You still mad?
It makes good conversation. But yeah, this is, oh boy, 30 out of 75. I mean, how's the fuel window looking?
Well, running like this, it's gonna be a no-stop race.
Are the tires taking any damage whatsoever, you think?
Oh no, no. I think they are starting to get to the point where they're actually be pretty good, and not cold anymore, and probably start running good. But we gotta get spread out a little bit before we see some good racing. What needs to happen. We gotta get about 5 laps under our belt. Give everybody some give and take, and
Right now,
everybody gets
there's
situated. And
been a whole lot of taking and no giving. It's like
yeah,
that game everybody plays at Christmas time where they exchange gifts and you can pick your own gift back. Well, I think everybody's trying to take their gift back.
so white elephant gift exchange.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Yeah, and it's a tough track. I tend to like Richmond. I love it in the next gens. I think it's a blast. I ran some laps during practice, and it doesn't handle great. It is easy to loop it. I think we're going to see a lot of self spins tonight. I think it's going to be majority of the cautions.
If they can ever get a good green flag run going, we'll turn those crank it up cams up. But and right now it just don't really justify it here at an idle pace. Right now, Johnny, Brandon, and Jeremy have all pretty much dominated those top 3 spots. I mean, there hadn't been much chance to advance, really, but
No.
you get your points when you can.
Here we go. Try it again. Oh,
Well, that was almost
that's
close. We got one in the wall. He saves it back towards the
16
back.
in the wall.
Well,
Here we go. Let's not look. Here we go. We get a little spread out here. Isaac Wilson, that his truck. He's not happy.
no, you can tell that driving. He's not. I
Oh
missed.
yeah, 24 in the wall. Truck's way out of the groove. He may be trying to just let people go.
While we was dissecting that wreck, shout out to JRL 365 coming with that follow. Oh, 22 just got real loose with Joey Barra. Joe Nalbeck gave him a little bit of room to get a recovery on it. Well, they're slowly starting to look like it's going to settle out just for a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, no, here's where Richmond gets good. Everybody's kind of spread out, and you can start racing a little bit.
Goodness.
You can slow it down, you know, figure out who's doing what, where they're running, and make your pass where you can. Letting the truck in the wall a little bit. Lost a couple spots.
That top four right there, well, Parks is pulling away, but 2 through 5, they're pretty much locked in a good little battle.
Let me go up to the front of the field and see what's happening here.
Got Joe and Williams side by side battling it out for that P5 position.
Absolutely. Oh, he sent it in there. Woo!
You got a nice little battle between Ball and Beal. So they're going for the 7th and 8th back and forth, door to door. And I'm going to say from watching, coming out of 2 is about one of the worst places to loop it right there.
Yeah.
You know, we've been watching that battle up front, but let's not forget, we've got a nice little group back here in the back battling for it.
Got Mr. Brady Price running up here in the top 10.
Do not.
He was not happy in practice.
Oh, 16 loops it. He's able to hold on to it. Him and AJ. A little too close for comfort. They both kept it going.
Joe Roberts going for a P3 right here. And he made it. Uh-oh, he's going to cross him over.
I think Medford's not going to let him go without a fight, though. And Brugg has caught up with Parks. That battle right now is going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th. Them three are real right on each other, and that's going to allow Nathan Penley in the 97 to come moving into the picture here shortly.
I'm interested in if they're going to have to pit or not with all the cautions that we've had, but I think they're going to want some tires instead of fuel, you know.
Well, I said we'd give that crank up camera if they got some green laps in, so we're going to do it for a couple laps. That's a little battle right there between the 72 and the 93. Freddie Price, as you said something about him earlier, he's holding on to that P10.
Yeah, he was complaining earlier in practice. I was running some laps with him. He was not happy with his performance during practice. It's nice to see him up there running in the top 10.
47, and that's going to be the 92, or the 97. They are right on top of each other.
Yeah, tight racing. Like I was saying earlier, if we can get spread out, you know, and everybody getting a groove and getting a rhythm. Richmond's a little bit of a rhythm track for me, you know. So you got to get in that rhythm, get comfortable, then you can start racing.
That battle right there between, we can find them, Josh and Brady's. Oh, is Isaac Leandro kind of bump a little bit. Leandro's going to let him get on by, but he's still. Oh, Isaac. Like he came up just a little too much than he meant to.
Yeah, he came up a little high. Leandro, I think, may have tapped the wall and came down a little bit. Just racing deal right there.
There it is again.
Uh-oh. Same thing. That worse this time. Still green. No caution.
He finally got it turned around.
I'm surprised I didn't bring out a caution. There's a few trucks caught up in that.
I think they all stayed going.
Yeah.
You know, Isaac got it down below the yellow line to get straightened out.
Yeah.
Oh, and CJ, I'm getting CJ Muniz in the wall.
Oh, big wreck into the wall. What's that?
Caution did not come out.
Isaac Wilson, big gun in the wall. Not even sure what happened.
It was like 26 just looped it around, and I wouldn't be surprised the caution did not come out on that one. I think Barney's sleeping.
Huh.
Somebody's paid off the flag man.
Must have.
Oh, you got the leaders coming up on the lap vehicle. Bergen Park's trying to get into each other just a little bit.
It's like lap guys staying out of their way down up high. I had the race line. You have to appreciate that as a lead lap car.
It's finally simmered down, and other than a couple oopsies and loop arounds, it seems to be staying pretty clean now.
Absolutely. I'm just going through the field looking for some good racing here, which there's quite a few little packs going on.
Brady Price. He's shaking around on the track.
And he's falling back.
That wall is not your friend at this track.
It is not. I'm wondering when these guys are thinking about coming to get some tires. I know some of them want them. Oh! Thomas Torrey into the 11 and into the wall. They keep it going.
Well, if this track is doing anything, it's teaching you how to, crash, or not crash, but wreck avoidance.
Yeah. They doing all right now. I'll say you on the exit here. When I was doing practice, you had to feather that throttle on the exit. It was you pushed the throttle too much, just a little bit too much, and you're going around.
Well, Michael seems to have redeemed himself from his incident in the beginning. He's up to 14th, up 13 spots.
Outstanding.
Jump back up front and see how this front pack's doing. That car, I believe,
Yeah.
spread them out.
Got Johnny Brugg right on Brandon Park's tailgate there, and Joe not too far behind him.
I just wonder if this is going to be a one-stop or no-stop race, actually.
I know. I think they may be good on fuel with all the caution laps that we had, but it's 12 to go. I don't know that I'd pit for tires at this point unless a caution comes out.
Said that C word, and if it's going to happen, you know it's going to happen here within the next 12. Give a little bit of a window for it.
Yeah. I mean, I figure it's safe to say at this point.
A little battle back here between AJ Wiggins, Sam Gordon.
We got a battle for 5th right here. No, I'm sorry, that's a lap car.
If a caution was to come out right now, it'd be make it real interesting.
It would. It really would. I don't think the leaders would like to see that.
No, leaders definitely wouldn't.
Uh-oh, Texaco's a ooh, big lose. Nice save. Brandon S. Park. Wow, what happened there? Leader just... Oh, we got a big bump from Brugg. Going into 3. Wow.
You know what? That was, like you said, that was a save right there.
Yes, it was.
He didn't drop too far back, but whoa, 99.
We got some racing back here for 6. 5th and 6th.
You know, those brakes are getting hot and heavy too.
Oh yeah.
It's going to happen. I have a feeling it's going to happen in this pack right here from about 6th to 10th.
Yes, that's what I was just looking at. They seem to be doing all right. They seem to have cleaned it up and gathered it up a little bit.
They saw they was on the microscope.
3 wide back there. Whoa, a little loose.
Oh, it looks like they're having to pit. 3 to go. I'm seeing a lot of people coming into the pits.
Dang. I heard one person call it out. There's another one going in. Oof. I'm wondering if the leaders are gonna have to pit.
That's 16 there, doing it 3 wide again.
A point's a point.
Oh, they gotta make it one more time around. Cautions are out the window.
Yeah, that's it. Man, there. A lot of racing back here.
Johnny, after his incident last week, a good recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Hart's going to be second. Robert's going to be third. You know, somebody I bet's happy right now, Rafferty, because he didn't wreck his teammate and his teammate won.
Yeah.
Brandon Parks with that P2.
Yeah, good racing there towards the once I got it cleaned up and started getting some good flag runs, man. It was some good racing all over the track. A lot of good racing. Johnny Brugg burning them down.
And just like that, he leaves. Well, Matt, I want to say, like you said, after they put it together, you know, that was some pretty good racing.
It was excellent.
Wrong
Very
swing.
fun to watch.
It was, and we're gonna see if we can track down the winner. Have a word with Mr. Johnny. Give him a second, I guess, to get moved over here. Well, since Joe's in there, we'll talk to Joe, who finished it up in P3.
Yeah, bring Joe on up.
Joe's in here with that P3 finish. Came up 5 spots. Kind of a rough start, but a good finish, Joe.
Yeah. They were just better on tires, I guess, Johnny and Brandon, but it was fun. Um, wish I could have had a short run perhaps, but it was fun.
We thought there was gonna be a late caution come out there, but there was a lot of close calls, but it never happened.
Yeah, I saw Brandon. He nearly spun. Uh, that would have been nice if they would have both taken each other out. No caution. We could have won that and got lucky, but that didn't happen. Um, Me and Ethan, we were discussing like what we would do if we would pit. I mean, it was a real question because I could imagine that some of the guys in the back they would have stayed out perhaps, and then like some people would take two. So like, what would you do in that kind of situation? So
Yeah.
especially if it came out late.
How was the truck when I was out there running practice? It was pretty squirrely on exit.
Um, for the first, couple laps, it was fine. It was a little sketchy. Most of the run, it was pretty good, but it was the last 10 laps when those tires were really starting to get hot. We were at 310 on the front with 42 psi. 42? Yeah, 42.3. So once they were getting real hot, coming off the corner, the truck did not handle shifts in weight good. So when it was shifting off the corner with the weight, it was
What?
really getting sketchy. Kind of lost a few good runs on the straightaway because of that, but I don't know
Alright,
if we would have caught him anyway.
well, good race tonight. Joe, you got any shout outs before we get the
Yes,
other
I
guys
do.
up here?
Shout out to Ethan, IGP, Black Duck, Southern Broadcasts, Race Network, Relentless, you, Jeremy. I'll be here tomorrow to get back into the commentary for Wednesday. And thank you so much for producing, Jeremy, because my computer just wants to not work whatsoever with trading paints or SDK or whatever. So thank you to those who are helping me with that. And yeah, thanks to Ethan too for making me that new scheme. First time I've ever run a Chevy. So third place ain't too bad. Good finish and a nice paint scheme that Ethan made up for me.
Yep. All right, man. We're going to get you out of here. Good race. Have a good night, man.
Have a good night. Thank you very much.
Matt, you're still a subject of conversation, but I don't
How's
see
that?
Brandon Parks jumping in anywhere in Discord, so we're gonna take it up with the race winner and save his ear a little bit of burning, as it probably is. But Johnny, good recovery from last week, man.
Ooh, yeah, man. About time I found myself here in Victory Lane.
Yeah, good race.
Appreciate it. That was definitely a fun second half. Or I guess I should say second thirds. It was night and day from the beginning of the race. But yeah, ton of fun.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about up here. Once Richmond to me is like a rhythm track, and you got to get into a rhythm before you can start racing, sort of, you know?
Yeah, we just needed to
And
get yelled at, you know.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes that helps. Hey, it helped.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, I'm gonna ask you. Those last few laps, we noticed y'all been racing it clean. Did a checkup happen, or somebody slowed before somebody broke, or what happened there on those last few laps between you and Brandon?
Yeah, I certainly didn't mean to get into Brandon. I told him that after the race. I was trying to, keep my speed up because I got a good run out of 2, and I was gonna try and get to his inside, but he was kind of holding it lower off the wall, and then it seemed like as I was trying to, turn down underneath him, he was turning a little bit earlier into the corner, and his break point was a little earlier than mine, so um, tapped him, got him, squirrely. Didn't mean to, of course. I laid it on the brake as soon as I did it. I'm glad he could save it and still um, bring home a P2. So, I mean, I feel bad about it. You'll have that at short track racing. We were battling hard the whole time. He was squeezing me good. Fair game, squeezing me good on the high lane. But yeah, just a little bit of rubbing and racing.
Well, you contributed to him having pretty much the save of the race because he drifted that thing sideways all the way. What, Matt, from entrance of 3 to halfway
It
through 3 and 4?
was a nice save. It really was.
It was. Like I said, I'm glad he was able to save it. I
Yeah, he
felt
gathered
good
it up.
turned him.
I just want to point out, I don't know if anybody's looking at Johnny's photo there. That is a phenomenal mustache.
I was looking at that too.
Thank you. Well, it's a AI generated art, but oh, you're talking about in SDK. Oh, okay.
Yeah, an
My
SDK.
actual mustache.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. It's actually longer now. I gotta update the photo, but
Yeah, you do. You gotta
Well,
curl that thing up. Get like 3 curls in it.
yep.
well,
I
you
had the
I'm
double curl for a while. I had to
I'm
trim it up.
jealous of a handlebar.
well, maybe you and Matt can have a mustache
I
face
shaved
off.
mine off.
That's right. That's why you look like a kid. And I didn't realize when you came into the booth.
Oh, I did that once since growing it out, and I'll never do it again. Can't rock the baby face no more.
Well, man, you got those shout outs, man, and congratulations on that win.
Yeah, of course. I just want to thank my team, Exile Esports, for bringing me on board. Our sponsor, Ancient World Gaming and Cutscene, they provide great sponsorship for the series. Of course, thank all the admins for putting this show on board and the broadcast team.
Now, did you get the sponsor book from Bobby? Did he give it to you? Because he's got a sponsor book every time we talk to him. It's verbatim, and I almost have it memorized. So
Bobby gave me the sponsor book just in case, but I knew who to thank once we got in here. So.
well, all right, man. Congratulations on it. And, you know, we got next week. Where are we at? I believe we are at Las Vegas. So, you feeling lucky in that track?
I love me some Las Vegas.
I do too, man.
Yeah, it is such a good mile and a half. And these
Yeah.
trucks, it's pretty cool too, 'cause it's a little different. It's almost like super speedway racing, but we'll see how it feels in the 60%.
Yeah, it's
field.
flat out. You can run it flat out for about 10, 12 laps, can't you, in the trucks?
Yeah, I believe
You're
so.
gonna, you're gonna
I'm wondering-
burn your tires up, but
Right, yeah. And I'm wondering if the 60% fuel might affect that a little bit, just making it a little tighter.
right.
So that
You
we have to
run
let
it
the little bit-
harder, a little, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Vegas.
Brother, we're going to shoot you back down there, man, and good luck on your podium. Well, your win, ain't really a podium, but you're up there. And on to next week.
Thank you guys. I'll see you at Vegas.
Absolutely. Good race, man. Have a good one.
You too.
Well, Matt, you know, it started out ugly and cleaned up towards the end.
Absolutely. Yeah, it did. I'm glad.
We're going to see how it plays out tomorrow night with the Cup guys, as y'all are taking it to what, Vegas, I believe, ain't it?
Las Vegas. I think we got 120 laps at Las Vegas.
150.
150. Okay.
So you better get your catheter and your P cup ready, because it's going to be a long one.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I love Vegas. Like I was just telling Johnny, I love Vegas. We've been doing some practice. We've had a couple practice races earlier in the week that were really fun. So I'm excited. So that means I'll probably get wrecked out like lap 2.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you jumping up here with us tonight, and you know we're gonna wrap it up for the night. Get you some of that cutscene if y'all ain't got it, and get you a good night's rest. Have myself, Matt, SPRN, Relentless Racing League. We'll see y'all tomorrow night in Sin City as the Cup guys see who has got the hand that's going to win the night.
It's been the first thing that's really worked for me to put me to sleep.
Helps relax me when I'm trying to go to bed.
All just really spectacular.
It also helps you put yourself into a routine.
I feel like I'm drinking lemonade. You guys give it a shot.
It works! It works! It's good!
Just try it.